It looks like I'm streaming nothing. There we go. Sorry, guys. First time I've used this software and everything here for my live stream. So I guess I will tell you guys what it is that I am doing today. Got an old video game that never got released, a Superman video game. And let me see if you guys can see it here. There it is. And I am going to play this and talk to you about it. And hopefully you'll care. So the first thing I need to do is get people up in here. But I really don't have proof for sure that I am streaming. Oh, yes, I'm streaming. Okay, good. Good. Usually when I've done streams, I've done them on the vertical live stream. So I don't really have as much experience with the horizontal. But I've got my game here. And I've got this. And I can't see the chat yet, but I do see that people are getting involved. So just start talking for now. I'm going to start playing this old game. This game was created. It's kind of a difficult story to tell. So kind of what happened is here. I'll pause it right here. And you see, it's really fun. What happened was with this game. This old game. First, I think somebody found a prototype. I think they found a prototype of the game that had never gotten released. And the prototype was not finished. It's not a playable game. Not a playable game at all. It was not something that you want to go and play. It doesn't go anywhere. But then somebody found a cartridge of a game called Sunman. And this Sunman game is what this right here ended up being. So what happened was a guy named Pack and Sack Dave, he took the Sunman game, which is this, and he took the skins from the prototype, and then he took and he made the full game. The funny thing is, though, it's not that great of a game. Like, I can just fly past all the enemies without getting hit, and not even have to fight them. It's kind of strange because you really don't need... Here, let me turn my volume down. I think my volume's kind of hot. Let me get that down just a little bit. Because I am a very naturally loud person. Let's not make that so hot that you can't... a little bit louder than that. And this game, though, although it's not a great game, it is pretty fun. Like, I do enjoy it. I got pretty good where I could beat it, like, in 30 minutes. I don't know if that's going to happen here because I am... rusty, and I'm playing with an old, Nintendo USB controller. So that's not what I'm used to playing on. I'm used to playing on my arcade, which is out of shot. But you can see, like, how much they did with it and how far they were getting. What happened was with this game is the licensing started to run out. So when the licensing started to run out, people, they couldn't do the Superman licensing. So they had made the Superman game, and that's where the Sunman thing comes into play. So what happened is they decided they would just kind of reskin it. And this is what they reskinned it to. By the way, this spot here, you really don't want to waste your time fighting the guys. Just avoid all these. And if you want to get a copy of this yourself, I have a link in the description. Pack and Sack Dave is the guy that did this. I actually helped him back in the day with one of the screens, making it look a little bit more like Superman, because, I'm a professional artist. So I'll show you that screen here when it comes up in a minute. This is a very simple fight scene here with this helicopter. You just stay out of the way. Don't let those things hit you. Same thing here. Oh, crap. Turned around. I'm really shocked that I don't have any of my... Is my chat working? Like, I'm curious if my chat is actually working. because I don't see any chat coming up. Normally when I do a live stream, you guys are chatting up like crazy. And I see nothing. So when it gets to a pause screen here, I'll check that out and make sure everything is flowing well. Remember, this channel is just Superman. That's all I do. So this screen here, this is the screen that I helped to make. He had some artistic stuff that I kind of helped to do and make it look even better. Now I'm going to pause right here and I'm going to check real quick and make sure, since this is my first like horizontal live stream, make sure everything is going good and make sure that I am just, you know, having like nobody watching, you know, nobody talking in the chat, which is not usual for my live stream. So I'm wondering if I'm doing something wrong. I'll even check it out over here and make sure that everything is fine. Don't worry, I'm getting back to the game in just a second here. Yep, everything is fine. Yeah, okay. So let's get back to the game here. But I really do enjoy this game, and I wish that it had have been the one that we saw on Nintendo instead of the one that we got. If you're familiar with the Superman, it's kind of got a chibi style. Is that what they call it? Chibi? And what happened was the game on the original Superman game on the NES, when it first starts, it gives you this like very, what's the word? Realistic, you know, comic book looking Superman. But then when you start playing the game, it's chibi style. It's giant head, tiny body, all that stuff. And Superman's powers are all collectibles. In this game, you don't have all of Superman's powers. You pretty much got laser vision when they give it to you. And then you've got flight all the time. And you know, you can fight all the time. But it's still pretty well done. Even though it's an unfinished thing. Yeah, what's up, Samurai? Good, I'm glad you're here. Is that supposed to be parademons? That's a good question. So, like I was saying a minute ago, this game actually is not a real game. They took and they made the prototype is really not much like this, but they used the skins from the prototypes, a guy named Pack and Sack Dave did, to put into the Sunman cartridge they found, because they used the Sunman game and made a cartridge for it, but it never sold because they ran out of the licensing for Superman. So what happened is you get this game where you're not really sure if the enemies are DC enemies or not, because again, the copyright, they ran out. So I don't think they're parademons, but I think it works for that. And let's not even talk about these Kryptonite, whatever they are. I don't really know. I used to be able to beat this game in like 30 minutes, but I can tell already that that is not going to happen. I am struggling hard here. It is a pretty hard game, which most Superman games are hard, and most of them suck. I wouldn't say this one sucks, but I would say you got to really want to play it because it's hard. It's really hard. And old games, if you ever played old NES games, that's the way a lot of them were. Like Ninja Gaiden. I mean, they were all just super hard. Superman will always... Your favorite Superman's always going to be Smallville. Yeah, Tom Welling was a good... The only thing is, though, is Tom Welling's very serious. He's like, I was not Superman. Tom Welling is always talking about how he did not play Superman. He played Clark. He loves the Clark character, and Superman is definitely important to him. Oh, I didn't even get to the... Okay, we can go again. That's okay. We can go again here. But yeah, I love Smallville. But the thing is, when I watched Smallville the first time, I was only on board with it the first 3 seasons. Smallville was very disappointing to me because I was kind of like the Snyder fans are now. Anything that deviated from what I considered to be Superman and the way it was supposed to be in the comics and all that, I got upset. So after season 3, I was kind of like thinking it was good. Season 4 started, and then it just made me mad. And it was because of their no tights, no flights rule. They really held on to that strong. And I ended up not liking it the rest of the way through, but then I watched it several times since. I mean, that was years ago. And I've learned to enjoy it for what it is, which is why I can enjoy both Man of Steel and I can enjoy Superman 2025 and Christopher Reeve. I know a lot of people that like Man of Steel that, you know, knock on Christopher Reeve. I liked it. So this part, you basically just have to know when the enemies are coming to you, stop, and then fight them. I mean, that's kind of the biggest strategy, which I didn't do very well there. These These Kryptonite spear. What's up, Patrick? Good to see you. Glad you're here. I knew the long form live stream was going to be a little bit more difficult to get people in there because the short forms, they're a lot easier to get people in there. Dang, these spears are killing. Oh man, I just need to get through here. That guy is following me. Those are really hard to fight because you get. I hate it when the Superman games make it so that you're like, you get killed by everything. You watched 2025 2 times. I also watched Superman 2025 2 times. I plan on watching it more, but probably not in the theaters simply because it's just, you know, it's expensive, you know. This channel is making me money, but it's not making much at all right now. I will work on that. I will get it going more. That's one of the things I'm doing here today to gauge people's interest in live streams. I don't know if people will care to see me play old Superman games or not, but that's kind of what I'm, you know, if you're liking this, make sure and let me know. And I'll try to do more of this, you know, playing these old games and stuff. Let's see what we got. Man, I'm slacking. I've only watched it once. The 2025, are you serious, Josh? You've only watched 2025 once? You are like, I hear you say so much positive things about that movie, and you've only seen it the one time? You got to get on that, man, but I get it. I probably wouldn't have seen it twice if I didn't have this channel. I mean, I really probably wouldn't. Oh, man, I'm getting destroyed. This is one of those button mashing parts. You got to do the spin. You really got to go fast, too. It's hard. This next part is really hard, but it's a cool idea. You have to keep from getting hit by these lasers, and you go around smashing this rocket up, basically. And I don't think you have to hit in different places. I think that's just for aesthetics. I think you just smash it. I think I'm about to lose it again. I'm about to die again. It's going to start me back over. Ah, is it starting back over? Oh. So when you say you love it, Samurai, you mean the new Superman movie, I'm assuming, is what you mean by you love it. So I've explained to a couple people so far about this game. This game is not real, but it is real. The Packet Sack Dave, the guy, I got his link in the description if you want to find out how you can acquire this thing. There was a prototype that was found or released or something a long time ago, but it was unplayable. But it was just like this game, but it was unplayable. It wasn't finished. Then there was a cartridge that was released called Sunman. It was a finished game, not that great. This basically is Sunman with the sprites and stuff from the prototype game. So it's really like, oh, you love that I'm playing the games. That's great. Okay, good. Because so far I don't have just a ton of people getting in here. I kind of thought that since I've already done 2 live streams and had interest in it, but that was a different form of live stream. That was a short form. Did you see the TV show called Krypton? It was about Superman's grandfather. So I have the series, never watched it. I've thought about reacting to it, like doing a membership thing. I've gauged interest. A lot of y'all have said you'd be interested in doing a membership thing. And I've thought about maybe doing like a members only and watching the Kryptonite series because I've never seen it, you know, and just doing reactions to it. We like when people react to movies and stuff like that. So I may very well do something like that and save me watching it for that purpose. The main reason I didn't watch it is because I don't really have TV. Like I had television sets and like Roku and stuff, but I don't subscribe to streaming services. That's not something that I do. You know, like I save money as much as I possibly can, which has been kind of hard with running this channel because I don't know if you realize this, but even though channels make you some money, you spend a lot of money. I just bought a computer my brother built for me, and this is what I'm using to do all this. That's why I couldn't do these kind of streams before because my computer couldn't handle it, so I just used my phone and did a live stream that way. But I have a lot of these old Superman games. Now this one's not actually technically a real one, but I do have old Superman games. I wish this one would have came out though. I think it would have been even better if their licensing hadn't have run out and they had to skip it, you know. Is that awesome about the Krypton series or about the game? Patrick. See if I can get away from this. Oh, no, not 2 at once. They're like impossible to fight whenever you're buying them both at the same time. It's ridiculous. It's so hard to get by these weird Kryptonite spire things. Ah, I'm just getting destroyed. Yeah, I'm just losing my life. Oh no, that's a terrible place to be. See, that's the thing about this game too. See how I'm just flying by enemies and I'm not actually having to fight them? Like, it's not completely necessary. That's one of the things that kind of holds this one back too. Yeah, I wasn't sure if this live stream would attract a ton of people. Like, usually my live streams have a topic like talking about the box office results or some hot topic. This game is not a hot topic. It's not. I don't even know if people care. Like, people always talk about how they want a new Superman game, but for some reason, if you talk about a Superman game, it really doesn't get that many views, you know? I like how you bash through, like, the ground. Even though you can clearly tell which is which. I like that you can bash through it. Superboy Prime is back in the comics. I don't have a subscription right now. I've had subscriptions many times over the years to modern comics, but I do not have one right. Oh, it killed me. I just might as well get away from these guys. Oh, here's the button mashing part. I want to get through this boss and get to the next level. Y'all see me shaking? I'm like trying to get that thing. Have I played every Superman game? I've played almost all of them. There's a few that I haven't. Well, have I played every one of them? I've played a lot of them. I played the Commodore 64. I've played Atari. I've played. There's a mess of them. You know what I mean? Like, there's a whole mess of them. And I don't have all of them in physical form. But I do have, like, a bunch of them that are, like, more modern ones for sure. Like, I have some weird... One of the ones I don't have, I would love to have the original Game Boy one. That is the worst game I have ever played. If you've ever played the original Game Boy Superman, it is there we go. I got it, guys. Look, look. Boom. I love that. I don't know why. A rocket boss. And, by the way, that screen right there, I already told some people... I helped to make that screen. Pack and Sack Dave, he had made it himself, but I went in and tweaked it for him and made it a little bit more Superman-y. And that was fun. Oh, yeah, this train ride is pretty cool. You can kind of just fly over everything here. Oh, yeah. Forgot there's spikes. You just kind of like... Why? Why are you flying up? I don't want you to fly up. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let me pause so I can read your stuff. Superman Returns, the game was awesome. Yeah, that was a pretty fun one. I felt like that one had a ton of potential, but unfortunately kind of dropped the ball in a few places. And I liked that you went around saving people. I love it when Superman games do that. But what I did not like, oh, this is another button mashing part, was that it was so repetitive. You know what I mean? It was so repetitive. I gotta stop this train, guys. Gotta stop this train. That game was so repetitive that, like, I don't know, that's the screen I helped to make. I actually improved the little S's in the background, but I don't think you ever use those. Oh, this is a hard level. Like, really hard. I think I have to... Crap. Oh, you know what? I can't remember what I do on this one. It's been a long time since I've played this. I used to be able to beat it in, like, 30 minutes. And maybe 15. I don't know. It's a very short game, but it's a short game if you beat it. If you don't beat it, it is not. Okay, I'm dead. Yeah. Let's see if it'll start me back over here. Oh, it's over. That's okay. We'll start back in the beginning. Let me get caught up here on your guys' conversation. By the way, I probably skip stuff like I've said before in the past. If you want me to read for sure your comment, do a super chat. If you're just talking to each other, that's cool. I don't care. No obligation, of course. And if you want to help support the channel at no extra cost to you, if you want Superman swag or stuff, all this junk in the background, you can compete with me by going to my Amazon store in the description where I have links to, like, the store is just Superman stuff. That's all it is. It's like you don't have to go searching for it. It's all there. It's all, like, brought together in one place. And it all costs, you know, the regular prices. It's not like I've charged you more or something. So, Superman Returns was the last Superman game you've played. I've played a lot since because I like going back and playing the old ones. Have you ever played the Xbox I think it's called Man of Steel. What is that game called? I've got it over here. Here, let me pause that. I've got it over there. I think it's called The Man of Steel. It's on Xbox. It had nothing to do with the movie. It came out before that. It's a pretty decent one, but the time trials can get a little old on that one. They really can. The time trials can be like frustrating. That's the way a lot of Superman games have kind of been, is frustrating. Like this one right here, I'm a little frustrated with how this one's going right here. I like the way it looks though, and I like the music they got on it. I don't know if that would have been different or not. I think it would have been, because I think the prototype has the actual John Williams theme, I think. I could be wrong about that. Is Superman Returns on PS2? Yes. Yes, it was. It wasn't, I don't think, of the best version. It was on Xbox 360, which I liked that one a lot. Unfortunately, I never got the original Xbox, so I haven't played that game. I played Superman Returns in the 360, yeah. It took me a while to get... I never had an original Xbox when I was young either, but it took me a while to acquire the Man of Steel game and an Xbox to play it on. I've got a few Xboxes, and only one of them works. It's really not... it's really not easy to find a nice, cheap Xbox that works. My favorite, I would say, Superman game is probably Superman Shadow of Apocalypse. Have y'all ever played that one? It is on GameCube and I believe PS2. I prefer it on GameCube because the GameCube had better trigger control for your speed on your flying. And it was a good game. Shadow of Apocalypse is probably about a 7 out of 10. Okay, it's good with problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good game, but with problems. And they had the original cast from the Superman animated series TV show. Like, look it up if you haven't heard about it. Superman Shadow of Apocalypse. People used to say that one was terrible because it was the next Superman animated series video game after Superman N64. So after Superman N64, they came out with Shadow of Apocalypse, and people didn't even realize it was a different game. They'd be telling people in the stores, "Oh, don't buy that. It's the worst game ever made." They didn't realize it wasn't the worst game ever made. As a matter of fact, Superman 64 is not the worst game ever made. Superman for Game Boy, the original Game Boy, that's the worst one. That one is unplayable. I have tried and tried. There's my screen. Let's see what you guys are saying. It would be cool if David Cornsweat Superman... Yeah, okay. If they had a David Cornsweat Superman game, that would be awesome. That would be absolutely awesome. You know, aside from the texture, I really like the suit. At first, I liked the suit when I first saw it in a little behind-the-scenes picture, because it looked totally different than what they showed us in that, you know, Dimensional Imp shot that originally came out. And I was very surprised how bright the colors were when I saw it in the set photos. I just realized the only thing I didn't like about it was the texture. People say the suit is garbage. It pays homage to New 52. It pays homage to the classic Superman. It's a good suit. It just, that texture he chose, it's so rubbery. And I think maybe he did that because of New 52 and the armor look or something. I'm not really sure. I never really cared for New 52, but I also didn't hate it. It is kind of classic looking, but it is also not. You know what I'm saying? Here we are in these weird Kryptonite spire things. I keep getting hit by these things. These, like you said, parademons. Was that Samurai that said they were parademons? I think he did. But I enjoyed helping to work on this game. I mean, it was not officially, in an unofficial capacity, because I helped Pack and Sack Dave just with a couple. He'd already done everything, all the hard, heavy. Oh my gosh. Get away. Get away. This is where I'm losing everything. I've got to not die in these positions. Okay, Josh, you played Superman Shadow of Apocalypse on the PlayStation 2 and Superman Countdown to Apocalypse on Game Boy. That was a pretty good game, too. Superman Countdown to Apocalypse. It was hard. It was weird because the isometric view, but the isometric view also gave it that nice, like, 3D feel. But that was a good one. Kingdom Come game needs to happen. Yeah, that could be cool. Kingdom Come would make a good movie. I honestly think it would make a better movie than it made of a game. Oh, he didn't go forward. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Lex wins every time. I like the little Daily Planet newspaper thing they got. Let's see, Ryan. You loved this game as a kid. You remember when this game came out, there was a pizza shop near. Oh, you're thinking of the 1989. Ryan, you're thinking of the 1989 Superman arcade game, which I actually have. You can't see it on the camera here. It's out of frame. It's over there. I have a recreation of the 1989 Superman arcade, and it plays thousands of games. That's what you're thinking of. This game was never released. This is for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Never released. The one you're talking about, though, was a good game. I have that one. I played it when I was about 3 years old in the actual pizza places and stuff. And probably when I was older than that, too. But I started playing it when I was 3 years old. That one was weird because the Superman arcade game had these classic second player where you're just a red version of the main character, and they did it with Superman, so it was like, what is this, Shazam? You know, like, who is this supposed to be? And there's sprites in the original one, in the what do you call it, the files, of like a brown-headed Superman with a blue suit and stuff. So they were really trying hard to figure out, how do we make this two-player? I'm sure it was because of money. They were like, it's gonna do better if it's two-player. Have you seen the original suit design that didn't have the red trunks? I thought it was cool too, especially the colors being bright blue and red. The blue belt was very yellow too. I feel like I remember seeing him wearing the exact same suit that he has in the movie, but it was tights. I feel like I remember seeing that. Guys, let me know if you have seen that. What's the name of the game I'm playing? Alex, this is the never released, never actually technically even made Superman 2 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. I've already said it a couple times, but I'll say it again. This guy released the original prototype for the actual Superman game, which is unplayable, that you can't finish it, which is usually how prototypes go. However, this game, they lost the licensing in order to use Superman. So they were like, well, we're already making a game. So they did finish the game, and it was called Sunman. They changed all the skins, and they got rid of everything that was all DC and stuff, okay? Well, that never got released, though. So they did all that work, but it still never got released. So somebody found a cartridge, a prototype cartridge of the original Sunman, which is a completed game, found the prototype of the Superman that was based on, that it was supposed to be made, took the sprites from that, put it over to Sunman, and created this game. And the guy's name is Pack and Sack Dave. You can go to my description and see his YouTube channel and his website. He doesn't even know that I'm doing this tonight, by the way, so he may be surprised when he's like, wait, I kind of remember working with you on... Because, what I did was I helped him with the, not the menu screen, but like whenever you complete a level, the level completion screen, I helped him to spruce it up a little bit and make it a little bit more Superman-like. And he's not an artist. He likes to mess with the ROMs and stuff, and I'm an artist, so I fixed that up for him. When I beat another level, I'll show you where that is. Where are we at here? Remember, guys, I'm getting kind of behind on my chat, so if you want to guarantee I read it, no obligation, but you can super chat. I'll get a notification. I will read it. And matter of fact, let me check real quick and make sure that everything's working smoothly and that I haven't lost... okay, good. I'm not missing something. But yeah, okay, let me look. Where was I? This is awesome. Yeah, Pop Metaculture. It is pretty awesome. I do like it. It's not the greatest game in the world, but it's not as bad as some of the Superman games out there. It really is. Yeah, it kind of does look like a Mario-themed Superman game. I mean, this is one of them button mashing levels, guys. The classic Superman spin. I loved that they did the classic Superman spin in the new Superman movie. That was so cool. I loved how they did that with the laser eyes, and he did it when the bad guys, the Raptors, Lex's goons, were all crowded on top of him. Do y'all remember that? He did the spin move there, too. Just like in the animated series or whatever, you know, or in the comics. Oh, I keep getting hit. If I get hit again, I'm probably, like, not going to be able to finish this level. Oh, these things are hard to dodge. No! Is that it? Okay, good. I got... I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I used to be able to beat this game, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to beat it today. No, get up top, get up top, get up top. No, you're getting hit too much. You're getting hit too much, Superman. Oh, there we go. See, and like the graphics and stuff are really good. It's just Nintendo. It's just 8-bit, you know what I'm saying? And look, this stage right here, I helped create that screen right there. Because it was originally Sunman, this made-up superhero. I should have saved some shots and stuff to show y'all. This is a pretty fun level because you're just riding on the train. But the problem with this game is, like, you can kind of avoid even having to fight bad guys on a lot of levels, which is, let's be honest, just outright stupid. Like here, I'm just going to fly over them. Bye, bad guys. Bye, parademons or whatever you might be. I don't know if Sunman, if they change the skins to be not DC or... Oh, yeah, another button match. Let's stop this train. Got to bring it to a halt. Remember these old games how you just had to smash your fingers like this to get something to work? This really does make you feel like you're using your super strength, which back in the 80s, it was awesome to do stuff like that. There's my screen. Was there a Man of Steel game on... Not a Man of Steel game for the movie, but there was a Man of Steel on the Xbox, which is pretty good. I would say it's pretty close to Superman Returns, the game style. This is, I think, how I play this level. I think I just fly over everything. I think. And I just keep getting hit accidentally. I think this is the way I've played this level every time. I'm pretty sure. I think I just fly over everything. Oh, does Lex win? See? Where is it going to start me, though? Oh, it's going to start me back again? I think I can beat this level, guys. I think I could beat it. Yeah, flying over enemies is a great option for kids, but for adults, it's like, okay, you know, whatever. But either way, even flying over the enemies, you see how much I'm getting hit and how much life I'm losing? It's not foolproof on this game. You know, like, it helps, but I can't imagine going through that without flying over. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts looking. Yeah, I should just get a couple more times, and then I'm going to be fighting like a jet ski or something like that. It's been a long time since I've played it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Oh, no, I don't die again, do I? Don't die again. Don't die again. Please don't die again. Here we go. So now we're going to be fighting some kind of a jet ski, and I may not be able to continue after this. Here we go. Those things get you, and I don't really understand how they hurt me. Yeah, see, I don't get it. Yeah, see, I'm just like shooting that thing. It's getting me down on my health. In these old games, in order to make this much action happen with like the parallax scrolling and all that, they had to make stuff disappear when it got hit because there couldn't have that many sprites on the screen at the same time. And that is a weird flying scene, by the way. There's my screen. Have you played the Aquaman game on the Xbox? Is that what you're talking about? Because I have it. I've never played it. I do have it. Every time you start to button mash, I'm going to shout... Guys, look at this level, though. I'm telling you, this game, it looked really good for a Nintendo 8-bit. Like, he doesn't look all chibi style like the first Superman on Nintendo. If you go back and look at it, it doesn't look good. You know, it's chibi style. And, I mean, it just, look at this level. Like, this is incredible. And the one after this is really fun, if I can survive it. Because you fly... Oh, wait, is it the one after this, or is it the one after this? At one point, you get a flying level, and the flying level is hard as crap. You're flying through a cave, and you lose health if you touch the cave at all. Very difficult, but looks very cool. And then the last level, he's got a few different versions of it, where it's either General Zod or it's Lex Luthor. This is the Lex Luthor one. Okay, yeah, so I'm not going to get to... Okay. So I got to beat this level in order to get to that flying level I'm telling you about. Let me read y'all stuff real quick. Have you played the Aquaman? Okay, I read that. It looks fun. It is fun. It is a lot of fun. It's hard. If you're not used to playing old 1980s Nintendo games, you're probably not going to like it. This is a play it over and over and over again and figure out that minute little thing you got to do to get past the next spot. It's very meticulous, but that's the way all those old games were. I grew up playing those. You know, I was born in the 80s, and that's what we played. You would just play. Our thumbs were just bleeding all the time, you know, and with these square controllers, it was crazy. A1, A1, A1. Yeah, next time I button match. I don't know. Yeah, I'll button match again. Have you played a Batman game? Yeah, I've played some Batman games, for sure. I played Arkham Asylum. I've played the original Nintendo Batman games. I've played Batman on Super Nintendo. There's several ones. Genesis, several ones. There's my favorite Batman game of all time, although Arkham Asylum is obviously better. Game Boy. There's a Batman, the animated series Batman on Game Boy. It is awesome. You grapple hook. You can jump off walls. It was very, very cool for just an old Game Boy game. Have you ever played any Lego games? Yep. I played Lego Batman and Lego Batman 2. I played a lot of, but I don't really have it. Hey, Super Chat Struggle Knight. Thank you. And you didn't even send a message? Ah, I'm feeling the love. I'm feeling it. That's awesome. If you have a message, let me know. This level looks really cool too. See, I hate that this game was never released because we really needed something like this when I was a kid. I hated that there wasn't a Superman game. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. Yeah, I got hit. Oh, I'm getting hit so much. Oh, this is terrible. I got stuck. One of the problems is I'm playing this using a USB Nintendo controller. I usually play this on my arcade, so I'm not used to playing it this particular way, which is, you like my Superman shirt? Okay, this Superman shirt, Superman WB, it was an old man gave it to me, and he asked me if I wanted it. I said, sure. I said, where'd you get this anyway? He said, oh, I was at a Secret Santa. It was supposed to be a gag gift, and I'm like, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Like, quite literally. Oh, no, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I've got 1 health, and this is really freaking hard. The next part coming up, it's gonna be really hard to get by that. Just dropping in before bed. Oh, I hate to lose you right now. Yeah, I never know exactly what the best time for everybody to get to participate for a long time is. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little confusing to figure out, like, because people are different countries. They're all over the place. It's crazy. Let's see. Speaking of Batman games, classic-wise, my favorite one has been the 1989 Nintendo Batman game where his character sprite was purple. They even did an action figure base. Yeah, I've never beat that one because it's hard, but I love that one too. That's a good one. The 1989 Batman game on the NES is a good one. Oh, you got a James Gunn Superman shirt? You should see. Oh, you can't see it in the video, or can you? If I get out of the way, see that new pillow right there? That is my new Superman pillow, which you can find in my Amazon store. It's a pillow for like a couch or something. Awesome. Love it. Except I put it in a place where my body covers it in all my videos. So, oh, you're from England. So what time is it for you right there? Is it 6-hour difference for me? I'm 9. It's 9:22 for me right now, p.m. at night. The Joker is extremely hard to beat in the 1980 game. Yeah, I bet. The Joker's hard in that Game Boy game I was telling you about. That Game Boy game is like, okay, this right here, this spot, guys, this is where I really have to think about what I'm going to do. I can't remember if I go high or low. I die. So when it goes Lex, it gives you like 2 continues and that's it. Then you got to start back in the beginning of the game. But the beginning of the game looks cool and it's fun to play, so it's not that big of a deal. Where did you get the Superman owl? Oh, you're talking about the penguin. Okay, that's Winston. I call him Winston. And Winston is just, he's my buddy. I mean, Winston's there in most of my videos. He's very supportive. He's always there for me when I need him. And I believe he has a tag that says Six Flags. I didn't get him from Six Flags. I did, however, get this giant plushie right here. That came from Six Flags. That thing is about 5'5". Hey, Bear Nanon. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. Yeah, this giant thing came from Six Flags, and it was awesome when I won it. It only cost me $15. I bought like 3 balls, then bought 2 balls, then bought 1. And because you got a deal for getting more, but I was like, I can get this. So by like 10 or I think it was 10, $15, maybe 12. I did that last one, got it in at Six Flags, and got that huge thing in the park. It was giant. Like it's about 5'5". It's about life size, but not life size for Superman. You know what I mean? 3 a.m. Oh man, yeah, that's late. I hope you don't go to bed so you can stay here. It's a penguin. Yeah. Did I say penguin? I think I did. I'm hopeful for the DCU as well. I think the DCU is shaping up nicely. None of the Superman movies that have ever been created are what I would make. But I'm able to, I have this ability, like it's a superpower, where I can, judge stuff for what they're trying to do. It's why I liked Man of Steel. It's why I liked Superman Returns. It's why I liked... Now, if there's bad stuff, though, I'm not just going to be like, oh, it's Superman, so I love it. You see this first level? You can literally just fly. If you're not talking to a chat, you can literally just fly over all the bad guys. That's one of the problems with this game. But I think if they had finished it for Superman and the licensing hadn't run out, it wouldn't be exactly like this. I think this was a rushed, we got to make this playable and finish the prototype thing. Is there a Superman Six Flags ride? So the closest one to me is Six Flags Over Texas. And there is one at that one called Superman Tower of Power. It takes you up and then it drops you. And then you go up. It takes you up really fast and then it drops you and you come back down and it goes like that. But there is another Six Flags in Texas called Fiesta, Texas. I think it's in San Antonio. And that one has a ride I've never gotten to ride before. I think that's the one that has this. I think it's the one that has the Superman ride where it puts you in a Superman position. But if you want it at Six Flags Over Texas, you want to ride an awesome ride, ride the Batman ride and sit in the front seat. It feels like you're flying the flipping Batwing because they put you through like caves. And I mean, it's not really caves, but it's awesome. It's awesome. That's a really good ride. You grew up with Smallville. So I was in high school when Smallville started. So for me, that show was perfect. Like those first 3 seasons were just perfect for me. All through high school, I was like loving Superman and they were doing that. I mean, it was awesome. What did you think of the 80s, 90s Superboy series? Well, you just brought the conversation way down. So I've only seen either the whole first season or some of the first season. I've heard, though, you need to go on to the second season with Gerard Christopher. Is like unwatchable. The way I would describe the first season of Superboy, the 80s series, is a soap opera, a bad soap opera meets a high school play. Like that's what it feels like. It feels like you've got a high school play and a bad soap opera being working together to make a show. And it was just like, what am I watching? Now, I hope they're not watching because I don't want to diss them. But the Salkin brothers, I think they got very lucky with Christopher Reeve and Donner and all of that because honestly, everything they've ever produced without Reeve and Donner has been trash. I don't think that I won't say trash, but I'll say not great. I think they are the problem when it came to a lot of the Superman stuff. And I know that's strong. I mean, a lot of y'all probably love the Salkin brothers, but I noticed a pattern in the Superman stuff I didn't like when they owned the rights. It was usually like they had big troubles with Donner and they fired him and stuff or whatever happened there. I mean, he was the reason that first movie was so good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really think the Salkin brothers just were not the right people to have the rights to Superman, but they did. I don't know. Y'all can weigh in on that. Like, let me know what you think. If I'm being too crazy on the Salkin brothers, if I need to give them a little slack or what. Because personally, I think the Salkin brothers were a big problem for that. Oh, man, I'm dying. I'm stupid helicopter. There it goes. And again, this next screen we're seeing, I actually helped to make this screen on this prototype that somebody put together. Pack and Sack Dave. Check them out in the description. I'd also check out my Amazon store. You can find your own Superman swag. It doesn't cost you any more. It just helps to support the channel through small commissions. Okay, let's see. Where am I at here? I'm so far behind, guys. I'm sorry. This Superman game you're playing really has that NES style Batman game. Yeah, this would have been an NES Superman game. The prototype, they lost the license and they weren't able to finish it. So the prototype was found. Those sprites were put. Hey, thanks for subscribing, Bricks. I'm gonna say Bricks H. That's what I'm gonna say. Thanks for subscribing, Bricks H. And okay, as I look at the chat here. Oh, hey, Superman WB. Good night. Have fun. I'm glad you came, even though it was super late for you, 3 a.m. You loved Supergirl. So I liked Supergirl, but I also hated it. Does that make sense? Here's why I liked it. Helen Slater. Here's why I hated it. Everything else. If that makes sense. And so the Sawkins were fairly obsessed with money. That could be the case. Superboy, Young Justice, your thoughts? I haven't watched much of that. I think what I have seen I liked. I think I have a magnet of it on my fridge that I made out of like a McDonald's toy. But I haven't seen much of Superboy, Young Justice. I'd like to watch it. Like, guys, there's almost 90 years of Superman stuff. So even though I'm a huge Superman fan, I know a lot about Superman, a lot more than the average person, that's for sure. I don't know everything. You know what I mean? Like, the person to me that probably knows the most about Superman would be Steve Eunice on the supermanhomepage.com. Steve Eunice is awesome. Like, I don't think he knows everything either, but he's been controlling that page since the 90s, and he's been very involved. And he loves Superman. You know, I love that when people genuinely love Superman. A lot of these pages that have popped up, these people are movie people usually. They don't genuinely love Superman, but they pretend like they do. Steve Eunice is one. That guy loves Superman. SupermanHomepage.com if you don't subscribe to it or look at the website. I prefer their website over their YouTube. I don't know why, but the information they give is just more to me like something I want to read, I think, as opposed to watch, if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't. Everybody's different. But I like those guys over there. And I've actually done some volunteer work for Superman Homepage back in the day. It's been a while. I did reviews for their Golden Age comics. If you guys have watched my channel, you know I love me some Golden Age. I'm a sucker for Golden Age. So that was fun to review those back in the day. Probably like in 2010 or something. Let me see what we got going here. Wonder if Gunn will bring in Superboy. I don't know. If he does, I hope he brings in a 90s Superboy. What do y'all think? If he brings in Superboy, do y'all want like the Teen Titans Super? I want the 90s Superboy. That's what I want to see. Just like it. Earring, shaved sides. Maybe he could be from another universe or something, you know. Maybe he could even be a bad young version of Superman as opposed to a clone. That would be cool. But that's what I would want to see is the 90s Superman. When I saw him as a kid, I was just like, oh man, that dude looks so cool. I want to be like him. And that jacket, I would still wear that today if I had one. That'd be awesome. Oh man, it's hard keeping up with y'all and playing this game at the same time. 90s Superboy would look so well with the DCU. I think so, right? Right? Like, Watcher, I think that would like fit in perfect with the vibe that he's got going. And remember, I'm getting behind. Super chats, I'll read that for sure. The last super chat I got didn't have any message attached to it. I hope that's what you were going for because that's the way it came in. Every time there's anything new, no matter what it is, random experts always appear on the web. Yes, you are correct. Yeah, I think you're referring to what I was talking about a second ago. You like to look at the Superman homepage? Yeah, supermanhomepage.com is a great place to go. They basically do Superman like the news does news. Like, they cover everything. If there's a new magnet coming out, they're going to tell you about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love them for that. They're awesome. I can't get up. Okay, I gotta fly for this. He keeps wanting to touch the ground. Boom. Oh, nope, I got killed. I got killed. I gotta get past these guys. Oh, I'm getting hit by everybody. The Watcher. Okay, you're talking to that dude. You're a huge fan of the live-action Superboy series. Season 2 onwards was great. Season 1 was a different actor. I haven't gotten to watch that. I would like to watch that. I'm glad y'all like it. That would be so punk rock, Samurai. That is becoming... I'm seeing that everywhere now. That is becoming like a phrase, like the phrase that people use. How did everyone feel about Krypton? You mean the series? I was talking to somebody about that earlier. Was it you, Pop Metaculture? I had the series. I'm thinking about maybe reacting to it for the channel, like doing a membership or something and reacting to that for the channel. Or I don't know. I'm not really sure yet. I need to do a membership. All these reactor people. I'm discovering I like reacting. Do y'all like watching me react to videos? I like doing it. It is a lot of fun. And I also like how much Superman information I get to take in. It's like a way for me to take in more Superman information and get to talk to you guys about it. I don't know if you realize this, but I comment on y'all's comments a lot. I love talking to y'all about Superman and hearing your theories, even if I disagree. But yeah, do you like watching me react to videos? Like my one today is doing pretty well, and you know, some of the ones from the past week or so have done pretty well. It seems like people are liking it. It just depends on the topic that I pick, I think, is the biggest deal. Yes, please do. Okay, all right. Krypton documentary would be interesting. Yeah, that would be interesting. There's a book. I don't know if you guys have read it or not. I have. It's called, what is it called? Last Days of Krypton, or it's by, I think it's by Kevin J. Anderson. And that Krypton book is pretty good. And when I read that, I remembered when I saw Man of Steel thinking, oh, there's a lot of stuff from like, or not a lot, but there's some stuff that kind of matches up here. Let's see, Brainiac in the Krypton series was scary. Man, I know that I've seen those clips. I haven't seen Krypton yet, but those clips of Brainiac, they look pretty awesome. And he should be scary. Like, Supergirl's terrified of him, you know what I mean? I'm hoping we get to see that with the new movie, the Supergirl movie coming out next year. Here we go, guys. Here's the button mashing. A1, A1. Here we go. Here's A1. A1, 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 A1. Okay, this is hard as crap to beat. I hope I do it okay. Because these lasers, they're just nuts. See, I get hit by them. That's the one thing about this game. I do like it, but it is so flippin' difficult. And I have not beat it. Oh. Dang it. Stage 2 Grand Canyon. Your favorite version of Superman is the animated series. I love that Gunn really pulled. So, my favorite version of Superman, to me, isn't perfect, but it is the Fleischer cartoons. I didn't like the Clark Kent in it very much. If you go, everybody says that that's the original Clark Kent. No. If you go back to 1939, not 1938, but 1939, Jerry Siegel wrote a short story. I have it back there in those things, books back there. And it talks about Clark Kent and Superman. It's a little short story on a Superman story with no pictures. And it describes Clark Kent so well. And I'm like, that is what Clark Kent is. He's this guy who slumps down his shoulders, makes himself look shorter, makes himself look skinny with baggy clothes, makes himself unassuming. And you want to make him clumsy, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, he's just supposed to not seem like Superman. He was so different in that. But whenever I watch the Fleischer cartoons, he's not quite as different. And was his name Bob? Was it Bob Holliday? Am I thinking the right name? The voice actor for Superman and Clark, he did not. I didn't get hit once, guys. He did not change his voice all the time for the two of them. He did sometimes. He'd be like, "This looks like a job for Superman," and that was cool when he did that. I liked that a lot. That, you know. But he has to be unassuming. He has to be radically different from Superman. It doesn't work unless you do that. I personally would like to see Superman in a period piece. I would prefer it if it was in the 40s. When they made that Dick Tracy movie... I'm trying to get by this. There we go. When they made that Dick Tracy movie, it was a period piece. I like that a lot. Which Dick Tracy kind of has to be a period piece, you know. Oh, crap. Dang it. I'm just getting destroyed by a ghostly parademon. Can you not hit the thing shooting at you? Yes, you can. But it sometimes is better to fly past them, because if they get too close to you, you just do this flashy thing where you bump away and you flash and they just keep going on you. So it's if you try to hit them and you miss, you're gonna be getting hit probably like 3 times. You know, it kind of sucks. My Adventures of Superman was pretty good. I hadn't really seen much of that. I've seen some of it. I don't have any streaming services and stuff, so like I miss out on a lot of shows when they come out. I actually had my mom record the Superman and Lois for me, but I didn't even see the 4th season because I was so busy. I'm really glad I got this channel going too, because it's kind of prompted me to do Superman stuff that I normally wouldn't have much time for. It's not making me a ton of money yet, but the goal is to get it to where it is. See if I can... Oh, man, there's so many bad guys. These things flying by, they'll just fly by. But the parademon-looking ones, yeah, they're going to get you. Oh, dang. It's so hard to get by those. I think I might go low next time. That might... Oh, you're kidding me. Just fly past them. Just fly past them while I'm invincible. There we go. The fact that I died, though, means I might not be able to survive the rocket level. Which I love blowing that rocket up, though. I have no idea how long I've been streaming. Let me check real quick. Oh, crap! Oh, dang. See what I'm talking about? If you miss and they hit you, you bounce and then they hit you again. It really sucks. Are there any other superheroes that you also like besides Superman? Well, yeah, sure. But I really am a Superman guy. I've always been that way. Like, I've had friends, like, try to show me comics. Like, you should really look at Green Arrow. You should look at, you know, Spider-Man. You should look at... I like the character Superman so much. I don't have much time for, like, you know, reading and... A1, guys. A1. Reading and all that. So when I do give my... I don't like to read either. So whenever I do give my time to that, I'm like, I want it to be Superman. And I love diving more into Superman lore over and over and over. This part, I'm probably not going to read y'all's chat very much because I'm trying to get this rocket destroyed. It's very important to blow up this bomb. The fate of the, I don't know, Metropolis or something depends on me. I think if I get shot one more time, it's over. See if I... Oh, it's turning red. Don't get hit. That's it, isn't it? Okay, no, I got more in me. I got more in me. Come on. Come on. Got it. Got it. Question is, though, did I die too many times? I think I might have. There's that stage I helped with. Hey, good night, Samurai. Thanks for hanging out. You're a major fan of pulp heroes. That's cool. That's cool. Ah, I got hit by that stupid thing. Where can I get to where those guys don't get me like that? Nowhere. I can't get anywhere and not get hit. Oh, I'm getting hit by everything. I'll just fly over all this, though. Batman and Superman are complete opposites, yeah. So, to continue, I do like other heroes. I like Spider-Man. I like Thor. I like Iron Man. I like, I know this is really not quite different because it's Superman, but I like Steel a lot. I really like Steel. A1, guys. A1. Button mashing games. See, the music on this game is so addicting, too. I wish it had come out in the 80s when I was a kid. Or the 90s it probably would have came out in. I think it was going to come out right around the time the Super Nintendo was coming out. I think. And this part, I just fly through this because it's such a mess. I've tried playing this level where you don't fly through it. It is a mess. It's just, I can't probably right now, but I can beat the game by simply just letting myself die a couple times on this level. Now, that was no good, but what we'll do is we'll continue, and it'll start back here for us. You only read the comics and graphic novels you've never read because the lack of artwork makes you either daydream something else. Wish Tarantino made his own Zorro Django movie. I don't even know what that is. Well, I know what Zorro is, but I don't know what Django is. That part of that? The next Superman sequel will be Superman Supergirl team up movie. It's going to be awesome. I hope that's right. I really hope that's correct information. I hope that the next Superman movie is in fact a Superman Supergirl team up movie. That would be awesome. It would make me very happy. Okay, I've tried to pull something, but I was just stupid. I was just trying to go underneath that guy, but it just made me get hurt. Oh, I'm gonna die again. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Nope. Question is, though, can I beat this jet ski thing with just one life? I don't know if I can. See if I can shoot the crap out of this thing while it's over here. I'm getting just destroyed. I hope I can get it before it kills me. Hey, Veritonks, thanks for Verity, I'm gonna call you Tonks. Thanks, Tonks, for the subscription. Appreciate it. Subscription, that makes it sound weird. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for subbing. Yeah, I could see Gunn adding Superboy. I mean, it sounds like the kind of thing he would do. And I could see him adding this 90s Superboy because not many people know much about the 90s Superboy. And that's kind of what he likes to do. You know, he likes to put characters that are less known and, you know, not very popular. But I love the 90s Superboy. He was cool. There's another game I'd like to play on a live stream. The Death and Return of Superman. Guys, that's a good Superman game on the Sega Genesis or the Super Nintendo. That's a good Superman game. I don't know which one I would play it on, the Sega Genesis version or the Super Nintendo. I've beat it on Sega Genesis several times. I don't think I've beat it on Super Nintendo. Looking at the stuff here, trying to be exciting while I do it. Yeah, I don't know how much of y'all's conversation I've missed. So, again, if you want to guarantee I read your thing, just do a super chat, no obligation, of course. And if you want to have Superman swag like I do, check out that Amazon store and a link in the description. If you're going to buy something Superman, just buy it from me because it's not going to cost you anymore. And you will support the channel with a very small commission. Hey, I got through that this time without even touching anything. That's awesome. Okay. We can get through here. I like those giant chains. There we go. This is going smoothly. All right. I want y'all to see the next level after this because it's the only flying level in the game, I think. When I say flying, I mean where it's got you flying horizontal because obviously I've flown a bunch in the game, but it's the only like horizontal flying in the game. The Watcher says, I hope Gunn adapts the storyline for Tomorrow by Azzarello for Superman film Wonder Woman and Superman Teen Up Clash bit. Yeah, that'd be cool. I need to read Woman of Tomorrow. I haven't read it. I would like to bone up for the movie, you know what I'm saying? See, I want to not get squished here. I won't get squished, I'll just get hurt. You see those green-looking bricks in the background? Like, the game has subtle, like, Kryptonite is near, that's why you can be hurt, like, stuff in it. I think I'm going to get a bad guy as soon as I go through this one. Yep. Oh, and I faced the wrong way because of this stupid controller. It's just a USB Nintendo controller, so it's really not... Oh, dang it. Get away from me. Okay. I like those electric things. They go wild. Oh, this... I feel like I remember this being hard. I feel like I remember it is. Yeah, I hit the spikes. Yeah, I'm getting destroyed. Yeah, I'm dead. I can get there. I can get there. We'll do it. We'll get it. I at least want y'all to see that level. I can get there. My favorite Superman action figure I ever owned was the Death of Superman 1990's black and silver solar suit Superman with a long mullet hair. He came with a railgun too. Yeah, I've got that. I don't have the railgun anymore, but I've got that toy. He's, I would get it out of my chest, but I'd just be off camera, and there's no way. Hey, thanks for subscribing, Taiwo. Taiwo Akil, appreciate it. And if I butchered that, I am sorry. That's what I do. I butcher names. People butchered mine my whole life growing up. And I don't care. It's fine. It's a weird name. Or it used to be a weird name. It's more common now. We will get to a further level. I'm going to get to that horizontal flying level. We're going to do it. It's a very short game, so it's just, you know, it's hard as crap. James Gunn should also adapt Tom King's other story, Superman Up in the Sky. I haven't read that one. I've heard a lot about it, but I haven't read it. You know what I'm reading right now? Where's it at? I'm reading Superman Space Age. Okay, how do I hold this up where you can see it? Superman Space Age. I'm about a fourth of the way through. I'm loving it. And the artwork, it's got this like... I don't know how to describe it. Like this, almost like it's kind of bad, but it's really good. I don't know how to describe it. But I love it. It's really good. Oh, and guys, don't forget my Amazon store. You can get toys like this. Or like this. And no, it costs you no extra. You just get what you wanted to get. Picked up the new Superman 50, new 52 Superman from McFarlane. Love the new two. I think I have that one. There's a shelf up here. I've shown you on other live streams, but I can't point the camera at it right now. It is, it's a good one. Yeah. I think is that McFarlane? I can't remember what that one is, but it looks just like Jim Lee's art is why I like it. Space Age is great. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Have you guys ever read my favorite Superman comic of all time, Superman's Secret Identity? Not really about Superman, but I do love it very much. It's a fantastic story. It's kind of what I was wanting him to do with Man of Steel. Dang it. I love that you can fly freely in this one, though. Bro, you really need to read Superman Up in the Sky. In my opinion, it's the greatest Superman story ever. I need to read it then. Yeah. When people tell me something is the greatest ever, and I haven't heard that, like All-Star, everybody says it's the greatest ever. I like All-Star. But no, I don't think it's the greatest ever. I really don't. I think it's a good story, but I feel like Grant Morrison knows his comics really well, and he did a really good job of describing the character of Superman in that book, that series. But I just didn't enjoy it as much as other people do. Does that make sense? But Grant Morrison's New 52 run, especially on the early stages of Superman, I loved that. That was a really cool, unique take. I love the New 52 Grant Morrison early run. Got that back there somewhere too. This stage is the one where I just don't hit anybody. I just avoid everything. Well, I'm not avoiding it now. I've forgotten the pattern. I used to know how to get through this without getting hit at all. And again, the guy that created this from the prototypes and stuff and finished it and everything, Pack and Sack Dave, his link is in the description for his YouTube channel and his site where you can find stuff like this. You're reading Absolute Superman currently. I want to read that too. He's a bit darker. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be excited about that, but people act like it's really good. But just because he's dark won't make me hate it. I'm just sick of dark Superman is all. I'm sick of not knowing if Superman's going to turn evil. I'm not a big fan of the stories where like they just try to make something even more powerful than Superman. I'm like, how about Superman have to like save small things, but there's so many small things that he's got to be everywhere at once and have help, and you know that I like that stuff more. That's more my style of. Oh, I should not have let that kill me. That was dumb. That was dumb. I had one hit left on it. Dang. You hear great things all the time about the absolute Earth universe of heroes, including Superman. Did y'all like the Earth 1 books? Like Batman and stuff? I only read Superman Earth 1. I might have read Superman or Earth 1 Volume 2. Can't remember. This level right here, y'all know that really good-looking purple one that's later? It's the same. The pattern of the bad guys. It's just a skin swap on the background. That's all it is. These little guys, they come at the same time. Everything's the same. Oh, crap. Crap. Now I'm getting tore up on one of the easiest levels. It really is like, oh, I'm getting tore up. Let's just leave him alone. No, don't. Dang. Guys, I don't think this is going to be the one. Can I stay there the whole time? Will that work? Does that work? I think I might try that next time. Next run, I'll try it. Okay, let's catch up here. New 52 was the first Superman comic you ever read. Oh, okay. That's a great starting Superman. I'm assuming you're talking about the Action Comics run when he was young, and then he went, or are you talking about Superman #1 with George Perez? That was pretty good too. I didn't like that one as much as I liked. I think if I reread it today, I'd like it more. I'm telling you, I used to be a little bit more picky. That was back in my Smallville days when I was, I say Smallville days. Smallville, I think, was over. Or was it? When did Smallville end? 2001, 2011? I guess you could call it that. And I was a little more picky about Superman back then. But I've learned to have what I consider to be perfect Superman and then just appreciate what other people make, for the reasons they make it. Now, if they make something that is not good, I'm not going to like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's literally, like, a lot of people are calling Man of Steel trash. They call Superman 2025 trash. They're both good movies, but they're catered to completely different styles of entertainment, Like, I came out of Man of Steel thinking, whoa, he's back. I came out of Superman 2025 thinking, that was fun. He's back. You know what I mean? Like, I had a fun time in Superman 2025. I didn't feel like I had a fun time in Man of Steel. It was just really a fun. It was a good movie. I mean, not a fun. It was a good movie. Yeah, Earth One's pretty decent. You should read it, Josh. Korner, what are your thoughts on Electric Superman Red and Blue back when he became split into two versions of himself? I've got that all over my wall over here, my comic wall. I've shown some of my things. I've never actually read all the way through the storyline. I've read bits and pieces, but I've never gotten to read all the way through because honestly, is that easy to find? Like, can you just easily find and pick up? I've never seen it like in Barnes and Noble or Half Price Books. I've never come across it. And that's kind of usually how I get my books. I like to go in store and see what they have. Like Space Age, I got that because they had it. I went to Barnes & Noble. There it was. So I was like, okay, I'll take it. It was that, or I love Elseworlds. They had a big Elseworlds, like, omnibus type thing. And I was like, oh, I want that because I love Elseworlds stories. Oh, what do I think about the suit thing, though? I will say this. Back in, like, maybe 2010, they reused that suit for Livewire when she became good. And I like that they did that, but I really didn't know. I mean, I knew about the suit. I think one of the stupidest things you can do with Superman is give him more powers. That was one of the reasons I didn't like All-Star right there just to start, because the first thing that happens in the book is he gets an extra power. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, come on. The last thing that Superman needs is more power. Like, he's got plenty of power. Now let's figure out what to do with that power, But and I say I didn't like. It wasn't that I didn't like All-Star. It wasn't what everybody was acting like it was going to be for me. Like, I thought it was just going to be my favorite story ever when I opened it up. Like Birthright, I heard it was really good. I opened it up. It was very good, But then I heard that oh no, I'm going to die from this little guy. Y'all are getting me monologuing. I can't. I'm like a villain. I can't complete my task because I'm monologuing. It would be nice for a graphic novel omnibus for Electric Superman. Did they not have one? Is that why, like, I've never been able to read it? Like, do they not have one? Because I've never even come across it in the stores. Only the individual comic issues. And then it's like, what am I going to do? Go around trying to collect this forever until I have them all? That's very hard. I've done that with many things. And it's very hard to do in the comic world. You love the Justice League cartoons and the Justice League animated movies. Yeah. I like... New Frontier? Is that right? Yeah, I like that. Anything that looks like Fleischer, I like that a lot. That was a good one. I do not like when they use the word crisis too much. Everything's always a freaking crisis. It's always the end of the world, the end of the universe. Time and space will be destroyed. That's too big for me. Why can't we just, like, stop a child abduction ring or something? You know what I mean? Like, something like Grounded real, Y'all caught me monologuing syndrome. Yeah, you did. What about the new powers he has in modern day Superman, such as Solar Flash and his 3 minutes of health when Kryptonite poison, but his power level drops to 0? Yeah, I don't like that kind of stuff. I really like the way Kryptonite was portrayed in Superman 2025, the movie. I really like that. He was just useless. That's the way it should be. You shouldn't be able to like in Batman versus Superman, he overpowered the Kryptonite and flew with the spear. Blue Kryptonite takes away your powers but doesn't hurt you. Okay? Gold Kryptonite permanently takes away your powers. Green Kryptonite takes away his powers and hurts him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where this he can use his powers while there's green kryptonite around thing ever came from. He can't. You know, it's crazy. He turns gold. I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, but the solar flash? Yeah, I didn't like that when that came out. Well, do I like that? I think blowing out his power... Solar flare, I think is what it's called. I think blowing out his powers makes sense if he uses up all of his solar energy. I just don't know if I like it like in the form of a nuclear bomb. I don't know. How do I feel about it? I don't know how I feel about it. It can be done well. It can be done crummy. Like the way they did on Supergirl, the TV series with Melissa Benoist in the first season. Yeah, that was cool. She blew out her powers. But then again, she shouldn't have had to use that much power for Red Tornado. I mean, it was just a military drone. Come on. You know what I'm saying? The New Frontier was incredible. Yeah, I like that one. The Solo Flash I actually think is pretty dope, but I am tired of overpowered Superman. Cool, though, for more power. I think you meant Solar Flare. I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a cool... It's a power that makes sense. It's like taking a battery and just expending all the energy at once. You know what I mean? Like, it makes sense. Like the old... Sega, what were they called? The handheld Segas. Game Gear, the old Game Gears. They would just, oh my gosh, guys, I am doing terrible. The Sega Game Gears, they would just take 6 batteries and destroy them in like 5 seconds. That's how I imagine the solar flare being. It's like a Sega Game Gear. It's just all gone really fast. More of the solar flare talk. The John Byrne Man of Steel comic, it's very good. He made Lex Luthor a rich businessman and was... Guys, I'm thinking about doing a video on that. Like, I think that's a great place for people to start if they haven't read anything Superman and they like Superman now because of the new movie, because he's kind of Silver Age. I mean, it's the start of the Bronze Age, but he's kind of Silver Age in that. You know what I mean? I've been talking like crazy, so my voice is getting parched. Superman is kind of like a living solar battery. Yeah, he is. And as a matter of fact, I have the book over here, Roger Stern's Death and Life of Superman, or whatever it's called. He describes Superman as a solar battery. Let's see if this works. I want to see if me sitting at the top of the screen there, if this actually works. I think it is. Is it going to hit him? It didn't even hit him. The UFO like goes out of frame and gets off screen. I'm not doing anything, guys. I can't believe it. I used to beat this game like within 15 or 30 minutes on my own regularly. And I never knew that you could just sit there like that. That is flippin' hilarious. Look at him all standing powerful. I just stood above everyone. That was fun. Oh my gosh, guys, that was hilarious. I didn't even have to do anything. Oh no, what have I done? I have made up for all of that health I saved. There we go. Okay, let's check on y'all. My bad, Supergirl. I forgot what we were talking about. I think Supergirl only used solar flare like twice in her entire series run. I was talking about the Supergirl TV show. I don't know about the run. I haven't really watched enough of that to really know. Let me check on my stuff over here, see how it's doing. Everything looks pretty good. Doing halfway decent. How much time have I been streaming? Come on, it's got to tell me somewhere. Oh, over an hour. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably be trying to wrap this up pretty soon. I was hoping I could beat this thing tonight, but I'm too rusty. You know, I do want to get, though, to this level where he's flying horizontal. I think you guys will think that's crazy. He's flying horizontal in his cave. It is so freaking hard. I'm hoping I can get to it. Now that I know that little trick of just sitting at the top of the screen on those parts of those levels, yeah, I think I have a pretty good chance to get to that level for sure. Wonder what other tricks I can do. You're my favorite YouTuber, Patrick. That means the world to me. I'm trying to be a lot of people's favorite YouTuber, but the word trying really isn't true. I'm just doing what I do. And if it works for people, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't, you know. You're my favorite YouTuber. Moments throughout history. Don't know what moments throughout history mean. LOL was talking about the TV show series run equals super series Supergirl. Okay, sorry. Getting off track. Okay, let's see what I can do here. I want to get to that level. Okay. Yeah, so do y'all like the vertical live stream more, or do you like the horizontal live stream? Because I knew that the horizontal wasn't going to have as many views, just because that's just kind of how the algorithm works. Shorts, it's just easier to get views with shorts. It really is. Assuming you know how to, make shorts and stuff. But I'm not getting as many views on here. But I feel like the conversation and everything's going just as fine. Like it's not dull, and I've still had several subs, not quite as many as on the short stream. But can I oh crap! I wasted a life. See, that's what I do. I gain something by figuring out a trick, and then you got me monologuing again. Is what it is. You got me monologuing. You are for sure one of my top YouTube channels for Superman and DC. Hey, I appreciate it so much because, as the movies come out, I'm definitely going to cover the movies and stuff. But I really like reacting to videos, and I'm reacting to stuff where people are talking about the movies, or they're talking about the comics, or they're talking about certain characters or whatever. But I like reacting a lot. I've been making professional grade videos since before YouTube existed. I have a degree in radio television. And when I was in high school, I was in the news crew, and I learned how to make professional grade videos in high school on the news crew. And that was before 2005 when YouTube started. And then I went through college, and YouTube was kind of being heard about and stuff. And I've made professional grade videos for YouTube channels I've had 3 YouTube channels, and I don't feel bad to just react to videos because I know how to make videos, and I know how to make them good. It's just, it's time consuming, and you never know for sure if the video is going to do well. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I don't know if my reaction ones are going to do well either, but I like this live stream more than the phone live stream is whack. Okay. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know your age, watcher, but I feel like the younger ones have told me they like those vertical ones, and the ones, that are adults, I'll just call it that way, like the this this is pretty good. You should definitely consider comic reviews focusing on pivotal moments throughout the character's history, like John Byrne years. Yeah, I think I might do a John Byrne live stream. I don't know. I'm not sure how that would work. Saying it sounded cool, but doing it might not be that cool. That might be, maybe down is the way to go. I think down, okay, that saved my life right there. Yeah, I think next time I'm going to go down. Don't make fun of me. All right, let's see if I can get through here without getting hurt. So you gotta wait for these guys. Oh crap. Okay, got it. I don't think I've lost quite as much health or life this time. It's very important that I keep my health up in these earlier levels because I want to get to that later one. I don't necessarily have to beat the game tonight, but I do want to. I want to get to a point where, okay, here we go, guys. A1. A1. Button mashing. Come on. Who's John Byrne? He did Superman starting in 1986. And he did a great job. And he redid Superman and made Lex Luthor, instead of a mad scientist, he was like a fat, rich businessman. Kind of the first one that made that happen. And Superman, he put limits on Superman and made Superman more understandable, if that makes sense. And you just got to read it. It's called Man of Steel. It's the John Byrne Man of Steel run, and it's very good. It's very long. There's 9 or 10 volumes of it. I love this part. There's 9 or 10 volumes of it, and it's really, really good. You should definitely check it out. Was that Patrick that said it, or Alex? As Alex, yeah. The godfather of modern Superman. Yeah, kind of so. Yeah, that's kind of how it is. Have you seen the Spider-Man set photos for Brand New Day? Goodness gracious. Hold on, let me pause this. Yeah. Okay. Guys, I have said this forever, okay? Practical effects in movies appeal to me way more than CGI. Now, obviously, I know there's going to be CGI in those scenes in the Spider-Man movie coming up, but if they did Superman that way and just hung him on... Now, they did actually. A lot of people were saying, like, oh, the CGI is bad on the baseball fields and all this. Guys, they were hanging them from wires. The reason CGI gets in your head is because they do a lot of CGI, like the engineer, to make, her look like the engineer and her suit and stuff. They CGI it. His cape. I wish they would not CGI capes, but they do. I would rather see an awkward blowing cape than a CGI cape because it looks so much more real. It fools your eye into thinking, whoa, they're really doing this. But they actually, you can find the set photos where they're grappling each other, him and Ultraman. They're like spinning around. They actually did that stuff. You know what I mean? But all the extra CGI makes it look fake. And it makes it where people think that they were just like in a whole green screened room. No, they were on an actual baseball field. It was baseball, right? Metropolis Meteors, isn't that baseball? I think they are. Am I not a true Superman fan if I don't know if Metropolis Meteors are baseball or not? Crap, I'm getting hit too much. Dang it. Dang it. I'm losing it. Yeah, he's going to hit me there. I just need to not get hit. Okay, I can fly over this. James Gunn always has a CGI animal in his superhero films. Yeah, he kind of does. He loves animals, though. He loves dogs. And that's part of what that is. Here we go. A1, guys. A1, gonna stop this train. A1. My whole body's shaking. That's the way these old games were. I remember having to do that in so many games as a kid. It was so hard as a kid. As an adult, I can get it done. That's that screen I helped with. I don't think any of y'all commented on it, but I helped with it. I helped Packet Sack Dave make it look a little bit more professional. Superman-y. Okay, this level, I wish I could figure out a better way to do this, but I can't figure it out right now. I'm just gonna have to sacrifice. This is the way I used to beat the game. I'd beat it doing this on this level. But at one point, over here, I think, I would, right there, I'd do that. And then, okay, well, it didn't work so well that time. Pops down. Oh, dang it. Okay, no, we can do this. We can do it. We got it. We got it. Saw a video of Spider-Man having a kid. You mean Tom Holland having a kid or Spider-Man? Because I don't know. Guys, as a Superman fan, I don't feel embarrassed, but I feel like some of y'all will be embarrassed for me. I've never seen any of the Tom Holland Spider-Man in anything. I've never seen Avengers Endgame. I've never seen Tom Holland in a Spider-Man movie. I want to watch No Way Home pretty badly. Is that what it's called? Or I don't know what it's called. You know what I'm talking about. The one with all the Spider-Mans like Garfield and what's his face. But I don't know. See if I can get this thing. Try to shoot it as fast as I can. See if I can keep myself from dying. Come on, don't kill me. Just let me kill it. Do not kill. Yeah, I'm dead. There he is. Well, that was a wasted life. Get this thing down. There we go. Got it. Got it. Did you watch the 90s Spider-Man cartoon show? Yep. Loved it. I liked Spider-Man as a kid. I had this little, you remember Mighty Max? The Mighty Max toys? I had a Daily Bugle Mighty Max style toy where it opened up and Spider-Man had a magnet on him and he slung and landed on the... Here we go. I'm going to try this technique again. See if it works in this. It's the exact same level. It's just got a different skin. Multiverse crossover way home. No Way Home. Guys, it's working. I'm just sitting up at the top of the screen. This is crazy. I'm not doing anything. This is amazing. I love it. No Way Home is great other than, well, Doctor Strange shows up and does something super out of character and stupid, but the rest is good. Well, yeah, they do that in movies and comics, too. They do it. Have people come out and do stuff like that. No Way Home is a blast. Yeah, I want to watch it with my daughter. She saw the first Spider-Man movie, Homecoming, maybe? Is that what it was? She saw that recently. I got 2 daughters. Very different ages. Okay, we'll see if I can do this. Boom, boom, up in there. Good. Guys, this is the level that I need to beat to show y'all the horizontal flying level. This is it. I have not... Oh, I'm not going to beat it doing crap like that. It's the controller. I pushed forward and it hit the... It's not a great controller. If it was a real NES controller, it wouldn't have done that. It'd have been better calibrated. Let me check out your stuff here. It's moving. I can see it to the side of my eye. No Way Home is my favorite Spider-Man movie. Well, it makes sense because it's like every Spider-Man ever. It would be like if they had all the Supermans in one movie. Wouldn't that be cool? Born, Made, and Undone by the Soy. I just take the film as is. Okay. My opinion, Holland doesn't have a solid film yet, but this new one, I believe, will be. I'm glad he's finally... It's like an actual sequel where it's like Spider-Man, right? Like, I mean, it took that long. See, so Man of Steel not getting a sequel really isn't that shocking. I'm running out of water with my giant Superman mug. It holds like 16 ounces of water. It's huge. Thankfully, the movie is mostly good. Had to write, hey, what's up, Soyborn? Or I don't ever remember what your actual name is because it shows me the @ and then sometimes the actual channel name. So, but what's up? I always recognize your profile pic. Okay, let me get to this level. I want to show y'all the next level because it is cool looking, and I feel like if this game had actually been finished, they would have utilized this next level more. The style of it. I can get through here. Whoa, that was an accident. I got through there accidentally well. Okay. This is the hard part. They're going to split on me. Got to stop, get that guy, come over here. Boom, did it. I've done it so many times tonight that I kind of remember how I used to do it. I hear that electrical thing. I hope the audio's been good for y'all. Nobody's complained about it. Gotta get this. Now, this is where I died last time. You gotta get a little bit lower than the spikes. Boom! Okay. Gotta get right up on this thing. Yeah, I figured. Oh, no, 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 no! Is that it? Oh! Oh, guys, I think I'm spent on this. I don't think I could try this again. I have played it through so many times. I cannot get to that level. Let me know if you want to see me try to play this game again some other time. And let me know if you want me to play, like, other Superman games. Like, I was thinking about playing on the Sega Genesis, The Death and Return of Superman. Shadow of Apocalypse is a lot of fun. Superman Returns on the Xbox 360 is a lot of fun. There's a Sega Genesis Superman game that's not a lot of fun that I've always wanted to beat. But I don't know how entertaining it would be to watch me play it. The NES Superman game, the original one, this is supposed to have been the Superman 2 one, but that would be a fun one, to try to figure out, but I've heard it kind of sucks. I mean, I've played it before and I never could figure it out. Looking forward to Spider-Man Noir live action. Yep. And the third trilogy, can you play Superman Returns? I might try to get that going. I don't know if I'll do it next, because it's going to have to take some figuring out, because I don't have it on, like, a ROM or anything, Like, I've got the actual game on a 360, so I'd have to hook it up to my computer. Have you played Injustice Superman? Gameplay is great in that. Yes. Yes, I played Injustice when it first came out. I never really played much of the second one. I played more at people's houses than I didn't have it myself. I love to watch you play other Superman games. This was fun. Josh, thanks. I'm glad you were here. I really enjoyed it too. And honestly, I would keep playing this, but I haven't played it. I've never used a USB NES controller. And my thumb, let's see if you can see how red it is. Yeah, you can't really see. It's red. You can kind of tell. Maybe put my other one by it. it's definitely more red on that one there. It's it's a little, these buttons, they're brutal. If you ever played these things, I played them growing up, but I was all callous back then. Have you seen a documentary movie about Superman called Look Up in the Sky? I think I have it. It's narrated by Kevin Spacey, right? Is that what you're talking about? Is the one narrated by... It was when Superman Returns came out, I think is what you're talking about, right? I liked it. I liked the video. Yeah, this was Pop Culture, Metaculture. Thanks for coming. I'm glad you enjoyed it. As I talk to y'all, I might get a second win and try this one more time, but I doubt it. I'm probably going to wrap it up here. We'll see. Hang around. Don't forget my Amazon store. If you guys want to buy Superman stuff, go to my Amazon store. It's not going to cost you any money. It's just going to get me commissions and help to support the channel. And in the future, if you want to guarantee that I read something, feel free to super chat. No obligation. You being here is plenty enough. And really, you talking to me is the best part. I love it when you guys talk to me. Gunn got to give us Sydney Sweeney as Power Girl. Watcher, you're not even... Granddaddy's here. There he is. Okay. I was wondering where the Power Girl stuff started coming. I missed it. I was like, Watcher's not the one who's always talking about that. Granddaddy, what is up? How long have you been in this chat? I didn't even know. I hadn't even seen you in here. But, you know... Yeah, I think that would be a good choice, though. Sydney Sweeney is Power Girl. But I've never seen her in any... I really, honestly don't think I've ever seen her in anything besides an episode of The Middle. I've never really watched a Sydney Sweeney movie. So I saw her in an episode of The Middle, and I was like, hey, isn't that Sydney Sweeney girl in those Sasquatch commercials? That's how much I know. I'm not a big movie guy. I've told you all this. I'm a Superman guy. I know who Henry Cavill is. I know who Christopher Reeve is, Brandon Routh, Kate Bosworth. I know who... Rachel Brosnahan is. I know all the Superman people, you know what I mean? The guy who voiced Brainiac in the game is voiced by the guy who voiced the Question in the DC anime. I love it when they have that kind of stuff. I also love how Michael Rosenbaum has voiced stuff like, I think maybe The Flash, is that right? About 15 minutes you were eating while you watched. Yeah, that's the best thing. Live streams are great to just eat and watch, you know? This game was a lot of fun to play. I think the next one I might do could be the Sega Genesis Death and Return of Superman. That might be the next one I do. That's a good game, and I want to play that again. That would be a lot of fun to play. And if you guys want me to do a live stream topic that is not gaming, let me know too. If the gaming you like it, because I don't do any gaming on my channel, so I'm kind of getting like outside of my niche, kind of. I mean, it's all Superman, but gaming just makes sense with live stream. You know what I mean? 90s Superboy and Power Girl in the DCU, sign me up. No joke, Watcher. If we get 90s Superboy, hey, and if we get Sydney Sweeney Power Girl, that'd be cool. Assuming she's a good actress. Is she a good actress? I mean, she looks the part, but is she a good actress? Oh yeah. So, Granddaddy, you played the Death and... I can't remember if it's called The Death and Return of Superman or The Life and Death of Superman. The novels, the graphic novels, and the games, they all have different names for the same event. So I never remember what it's called. I know it's not Reign of Superman. I know that much. So you guys like that? Okay. Maybe I will do a live stream soon with that. What days is best for y'all for live streams? What day is today? I don't even know. Thursday. Today's Thursday. Is Thursday a good live stream time for y'all? Wednesday. All right. Right. Wednesday. There's one vote for Wednesday. Or Saturday. Okay. Yeah, Saturday probably is a good day. Would Saturday be better? Alex, I don't know what time it is for you. For me, it's 10:23. If I did it in the same time, I started it, I think, around 9 o'clock. If I did it in the same time, 8:39, would that be, an hour ago. If I started an hour ago or 2 hours, before right now, would that be a good time on Saturday? Any day is good for me, good. Sun Daddy. What the heck is Sun Daddy? Saturday weekend, so most people tend to be off work. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll try this weekend if I have time. I got a lot of sculpting to do. You guys know I'm a professional sculptor. I just got another commission today I should show you guys some of my work. This is not a commission. This was just something I did on my own, but it's the kind of stuff I do. Will this focus? Will it focus? No. Here, what if I put my hand in the back of it? Focus. Come on. Can you see it? It's not coming in. You can't see his symbol. Ah, well. I do that kind of stuff, miniatures, for a living, so... I have others that I've sculpted, but I can't show you them because they haven't been released yet. So that's one that'll never be released because I just sculpted it for fun years ago. I keep it on my desk to look at it every now and then. Thursday's cool. Okay, so some of y'all are liking Thursday, but Saturdays probably would work for y'all too, I'm assuming. I don't go on YouTube at all those 2 days. Oh. That's a good point. Sounds like something Jim Carrey would say. Ooh, somebody's Sunday. It does. Ooh, somebody's Sunday. You should paint the Superman sculpture. Yeah, I don't even know if I should tell you this because I don't know if I want to commit to it. I thought about doing a giveaway with it. I would get good pictures of it, obviously, and show it. But I thought about doing a giveaway. I'm going to give this away. I don't know when. But I'm going to give it probably on a live stream. Probably best for a kid. You know, it's not like it's a sealed package. You can touch the, character. But I was thinking about doing that. I was thinking about doing it tonight. But I don't have I don't know how to do it yet. Guys, I had to figure out. Live streams on the phone are so much easier than this. This was a lot of work to set up. I got a new computer, spent a ton of money on it. My brother built it for me. I had to get OBS and I had to get stream overlays, and it was a lot of work to set this up. So I'm glad you guys are here. It really means the world that you're here. Hey, if Peacemaker is confirming the multiverse for DCU, then we have a high possibility. Granddaddy, you're right. Your dream could come true. Maybe not with Sydney Sweeney, but your Power Girl dream could come true. Have you ever sculpted action figures for a company or a figure like before? So I've never done action figures. Most of what I do is miniatures, but I have done jewelry for Harry Potter stuff. J.K. Rowling has this. The Noble Collection sells them. You can go on noblecollection.com and see. She sells these charms for her nonprofit called Loomis, and they're Harry Potter charms, and I've sculpted several of those, quite a few of them. Not all of them. A bunch of them aren't by me. What figures do you make? I make figures for games kind of like Dungeons & Dragons, tabletop war role-playing games. I've sculpted for Free Blades and Song of Blades and Heroes, and I've sculpted for Reaper miniatures. I've sculpted for... When you do this, you own a business, so you sculpt for a lot of different companies is how it works. They commission you to do the work. Imagine having Supergirl and Power Girl in a movie. It'll be super hot. Oh, Granddaddy. It's weird calling you Granddaddy. Superboy and Power Girl believe are inevitable. You could be right. I think that Superboy could be inevitable because we already have Supergirl. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Yeah, the D&D sculptures. I kind of stuck to that. I was doing like statuettes and different things, but I got to where I loved. This won't come in. There's no way you'll be able to see this, so I'll show you. It's a figure I worked on for a company. It's not released yet, but you can't see. You don't know who it's for, and you can't really see it very good, even if you zoomed in. But I do stuff like that, and people paint them and use them in their miniature games. Many of them are probably used for D&D or their appropriate games. Hello, Michael. I'll just say Michael. Gutierrez? I don't know. I'm not great with names, but I can say Michael. What's up, Michael? How's it going? I'm getting close to wrapping up, unless I feel like giving it one more shot at this game here. I might give it one more shot. You do Warhammer? I don't do Warhammer. I've never played Warhammer. I have the books down here. Where are they? Well, they're there, I promise. But I've got like D&D books and stuff too over here. I use these as references, all the artwork inside when I play. And I've got some Superman games that I've never gotten to play. You guys ever, let me ask you if you've ever seen this. Some of y'all are probably about to geek out, and the rest of you are going to have no idea what this is. This is an original DC Superheroes role-playing game. I've never gotten to play this. I've wanted to. It's an old, kind of like Warhammer, old system where they use tables and charts for the what do you call it? Damage. I've looked at it, tried to play it by myself a little bit, but I never had people to play this stuff with. You know. You didn't know about the game I'm playing right now? I'll play it a little bit for you, Michael, just so you can see. This was a game that was a prototype that somebody released, and the prototype was unfinished. You couldn't play the game. It ended, you know, you couldn't finish it. But then somebody found a cartridge called Sunman at like a Comic-Con or something, and it was a prototype cartridge. What happened was Sunman was finished because they worked on this Superman game but didn't finish before their licensing rights were up. So they took all the skins and, you know, wrapped the game up, made it playable, and called it Sunman. Well, Pack and Sack Dave, who is in my description, if you go and look at it, he took the skins from the prototype and put them with the Sunman game, and now we have a playable Superman NES game that was never released. And it's pretty cool. It is hard. It's like old NES games. It's hard as crap. It's got some flaws. Wasn't play tested very well. I've discovered some of them tonight. Some of y'all have seen me discover it where it's like, hey, I can just sit in this one spot and not get hurt. I'm gonna try it right now on this. Oh no, it won't work on this one because they have rockets. That's right. Yeah, see this level they have rockets, that homing rockets. So I can't really. Crap. But it's a fun game. It's just very hard. It's very short too. When I get to where I can beat it, I can usually beat it in under 30 minutes. Which I'm not gonna beat it tonight. I don't even know how far I'm gonna play on this right here. When was it made? I was born in 1991. That's about when it was made. 91. Maybe 92. It was made right when the Super Nintendo was coming out. It just had so much going against it. Super Nintendo was coming out. They lost their licensing rights due to, you know, them running out, and it just didn't have a lot going for it. It really didn't. It's got some cool scenes though. It's got some good graphics. The parallax scrolling is what's really impressive. If you don't know what parallax scrolling is, it's when it's not on this level, but it's when the background is moving so that it looks like there's depth. Like the forward stuff is moving slower and the back stuff is moving faster. Reverse that. Forward stuff is moving faster and the back stuff is moving slower. Oh, Josh, you definitely play that role-playing game? You've never played Warhammer, so it'd have to be. Look what I figured out on this, though, Michael. I figured out you could just sit here. This is parallax scrolling, though, if you don't know what that is. So it looks like, you know, actual movement. I figured out I can just sit here. See, the game wasn't play-tested very well. Like, nothing happens to me. I'm just chilling. None of my business. Yeah, Superman versus helicopter. Alex, did you leave for a while? It's cool if you did. It's no big deal. I realized that I hadn't seen your name in a while. Well, guys, I think I'm about to cut this live stream. And since I've never cut a live stream on the long form, it may take me a second to do it properly. Let's see here. Watcher, I like you, bro. I thought you two, yeah, you two go hand in hand. I see both of y'all in my comments all the time, but I've never seen y'all comment on each other's, I don't think, very much. Let's see. How do I end this thing? It looks like... Oh, there's an end stream button. Okay. Now I know how to end it. Maybe I will play it for just a couple more minutes here, and then I'll end the stream whenever, at an abrupt point. Oh, crap. I'm not doing well already. I figured out how to save myself lives, and now I get in here and I just let myself get destroyed. Those... I can't believe none of y'all have made fun of these Kryptonite spires, we'll call them. They're very weird. Very weird looking indeed. Oh, these guys. See, once they hit you, it's impossible. Yeah, most people will not know about this game. Because it was never really made. You know? Pack and Sack Dave is the one to thank. I really appreciate that he worked on this and got this like this. And I helped him a little bit. I mentioned that a few times, but I helped him work it out. You had fun and enjoyed the live stream. Hey, thanks. I don't know how to say your name. Win. I'm going to say win. That works. And the watcher be watching. Out of everyone, great stream. Kryptonite Korner, have you seen James Gunn's Superman movie? Of course I have. I mean, do you see the background? Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. I also enjoyed Man of Steel, and I do not compare the two because they're completely different movies. I very much liked the new movie. It went in a different direction, but it was, you know, it's one of those movies that I'm glad they made because it gave us a version of Superman I think the world's desperately needing right now. And, oh, no, I need to go down here. Oh, I messed up. Okay. Yep, I messed up. Michael, did you like it? Are you asking for specific reasons? Oh, crap. These guys. How many times have you seen Superman so far? Me, just twice. Just twice. Matter of fact, after it came out, had to pick my daughter up from camp early, and she was sick. That's why we picked her up from camp. And then we all got sick, and it was bad. Like, I think I even talked about it on my channel. It was bad. Like, I for a week, I was out on my channel pretty much. My name is Riley. You can call me Riley or Win. I'll do Win because chances are I'll forget Riley because it's not in the thing there. I'll miss you, Watcher. Remember the thunder. You guys are funny. Kryptonite Korner, yes, I did like it. Did you stay for the... Yeah, I saw all the scenes. Loved the scenes. I did. I don't like the character of Supergirl very much, but I think I'm going to like the Supergirl movie because I never liked her hot-headedness, but it seems like there's going to be a reason for her hot-headedness as opposed to her just thinking, oh, I can beat everybody up, you know? Here's the A1 part, guys. Drilling a hole in the ground. I do like this boss fight. This is a very cool and unique boss fight. Like, who's like, hey, we're gonna beat up a rocket? You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy cool. This is fun. It's really hard. You have to get used to it and learn like the ins and outs of it. But once you figure it out, it's fun, you know. And it's not as bad as Superman 64. I will give y'all a tip, though, on Superman 64. If you put it on easy mode, those horrible rings that have such a bad reputation, they're gone. On easy mode, it just gives you a GPS to follow. If you put it on easy mode. There it goes. Got it. Boom, boom. I didn't watch Fantastic Four. My daughter did, and she said it was about the same as Superman, but she liked Superman a little bit better. I love Superman 3. Richard Pryor stole the show. I like Superman 3, and I liked it because it was funny. Like, I'm being serious. That's the reason I liked it. If it wasn't funny, I think it would have just been strange, you know? It was a weird movie, a weird experience. I wish there was a better way to fight those guys. There we go. I just fly over it, and now we're about to do the A1 again. You guys said you were going to say A1 every time I button mashed, but you haven't said it once. Here we go, A1, button mashing time. It literally just says push button. You see my whole body vibrating. So, was Lex in Superman 3? No. Don't believe he was. He was in Superman 4. No, it was evil oil tycoon guy, yeah. And his sister. His sister's the important one. That freaking, what do you call it? Robot lady thing. Guys, I am far enough now, I might as well just try to get to that level. I keep trying. Okay. We're gonna stay on a little bit longer. I'm gonna throw this out. Superman Returns gets too much hate. It's not the best, but yeah. No, I totally agree. Superman Returns was not a terrible movie. It was, it had flaws. I don't like that he had a kid with Lois and then he left. You know, like, that's just weird stuff. Like, I get that he didn't know and all that, but come on, you know, like, you did all that, took your powers away, and you know, we're gonna live with her, and then you're like, hey, they found my dead planet, I'm gone. Like, for paying homage to the original Superman, it's kind of out of character for Christopher Reeve's Superman. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense. But to this day, I don't think I found anything that I liked better in Superman 2025 than the plane scene in Superman Returns. That plane scene was amazing. I loved it. And Superman 2025 looked better. It had better graphics, but the saving and the excitement of that scene was just so crazy. Like, what do you guys think? Am I crazy? Is if I just got too much nostalgia for it? I've watched it recently. I know it's still good. Like, I know it is. 1A. There you go, Josh. Kryptonite Korner, are you excited for season 2 of Peacemaker? I haven't watched any Peacemaker. I'm such a Superman guy. I really don't follow a whole lot of... Like, I like DC, but I don't stay gung-ho with all the DC stuff. I've never seen Gotham. You know, I haven't even watched the Batman with Robert Pattinson. Never seen the Batman with Robert Pattinson. I would watch it. I'm out of water, guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I would watch it, but I just haven't. You know, I don't have a lot of free time. Artists don't make a lot of money. I'm a sculptor. I sculpt all the time. And now I've started this channel, and I want to do this full time, but right now it makes very little money. You know, I don't have a ton. I'm not big yet. Nobody really knows who I am. We're getting there, though. I got several subs today. Quite a few subs today, actually. My video did pretty well today. I'm not even... It could be around 2,000 views now. I'm not sure. The video I launched today, I reacted to a video where a guy was saying that Superman's a flop. I'm like, guys, do you even know what flop means? Okay, guys, we are there. If I beat this level, you will see the level that I'm talking about. You will see the level where it's horizontal flying, and it's pretty cool. And if this game was actually made... I believe they would utilize that horizontal level much more than they did. Okay, let me check on the chat here. See what y'all are saying. Would you ever be interested in playing the Arkham games? I know you're mostly Superman. I have played the first Arkham. Amazing. And... Oh, hold on. I've played quite a bit of Arkham Shadow. I like VR. I have a VR channel that I was running for a while before I started this one, but I just realized I wasn't passionate enough about VR. My wife kept telling me to do a Superman channel, and I was like, what does that mean? Like, I just talk about Superman? Yeah, and apparently people like it more than my VR channel. My VR channel's got 2,000 subscribers. This one's got 3,000, and I hadn't even been doing it 5 months yet, you know? Like, it's going really well. So, it's because I'm so passionate about it, I think. I think people can see the passion. They know I'm not faking it. You know, I kind of had to fake it with the VR channel because I didn't like just playing every daggum game that came out and reviewing it. I don't care about games that much. I like specific games. You know what I mean? Like when Skyrim came out back in 2011. I played Skyrim. Like all year. That's all I played. You know what I mean? And like on my VR, when I first got it, I played Warplanes, World War I fighters. And that's all I played. I just played that game, you know? And then when I started the VR channel, it's like I was playing everything, finding games I liked, didn't have time to play them, had to play other games, and I had to rate all these. I didn't really rate games, but I talked about them, you know? And you could see whether or not I thought it was good or bad. Would you be cool to experience... I need to read that again. But would it be cool to see your experience with it if you want to branch out? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, eventually I'd have to branch out. There's not that many Superman games, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to be doing some live streams where I play, because I don't really consider this a gaming live stream. It's just a live stream. It's a Superman live stream, right? And this is right on point, you know what I mean? Like, it's a unknown Superman game, and the next one will probably be Death and Return of Superman, which is, you know... one of the best Superman games ever made. Let's see here. Gotta get these guys. I think this next part's the hard part where it splits it. Nope, not there. I like these electric things. The way they sound is really cool. Irritating, but cool. The timing makes me shut up. Stop talking. get hurt by something stupid. Kryptonite Korner. Let's see. Nice. You should play the rest of the Arkham series only if you want to, of course. Keep being you, bro. I appreciate you as you are. Hey, thanks, man. I like the Arkham games. I love feeling like Batman. I mean, Batman's a cool hero. I like Batman as a kid. I like Spider-Man as a kid. I like Hulk for a little bit. I watched, Lou Ferrigno just a little bit when I could. I liked Godzilla as a kid, but Superman was always like, if there was a bunch of toys and kids were grabbing them, I'd be like, the Superman one's mine. You know what I mean? That would be like my first thing. I have a video of me at 3 years old, which I'll show on my channel at some point, getting my first Superman toy. And at 3 years old, running around with my cowboy boots and my mom tied a pillowcase around my neck. I'm flying around. She's going, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm Superman. I've got a video I made in high school when I was on the news crew. I was the funny portion of the news crew. I did like just the funny stuff. And I didn't do anything that made sense. And I did a Superman video once. I'll put that on here sometime too. Remember, guys, I skip over stuff. I don't see it. If you want to guarantee that I read your stuff, super chat. No obligation to super chat, but I will read it if I get a super chat. Korner, where would you personally rank Tyler Hoechlin's Superman in your top actors in the role? Oh my goodness. I don't even know if I can rank the actors, to be honest. I love them all for different reasons. I will say that my favorite Clark Kent is Christopher Reeves. I get comments all the time that that's out of date, old style, clumsy, is dumb, all this. That's the point. You would never suspect him to be Superman. Never. So personally, okay, this is the hard part. Hold on. Crap, and I did not execute it well. What was I saying? This will probably get me canceled by Arkham fans, but I actually like the Gotham Knights game. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Have y'all played the Arkham Shadows game on the VR? Like I was just showing you, that's a good one. I've only played about 30% of it, but man, it's so cool in VR because you feel like you're Batman. You're like zip-lining and all that. When I was a kid, I had Superman toys, Superman houseboats, Superman slippers. You have more than I did. That one Superman action figure I had, I wore it out. I still have it. The cape's gone, but it was the one that had the magnet in the chest, and you had the Kryptonite ring, and you could put it to him, and he would fall over. If y'all remember that. That was a really cool toy. Dean Cain was a good Superman. I liked Dean Cain. He's getting a lot of heat right now because he's working for ICE, but I liked Dean Cain. I watched Dean Cain as a kid, Dean Cain Superman, and his Lois and Clark was one of the best Lois and Clark chemistries that we've seen. Tyler Hoechlin had it good. Christopher Reeve had it good. And then Rachel and David have it good. But Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher, they had great chemistry. And even though I didn't like the way his Clark Kent was, he was more of a George Reeves Clark Kent. His Clark Kent was fun. It was a rom-com type show. You got to remember that. And it worked. It worked. You know what I mean? It was a good show. Tom Welling is underrated. Yeah. Actually, I'm not sure that he's underrated. I think people appreciate and love him. When Superman Returns came out, people were upset that he wasn't Superman because that came out in 2006. And, I mean, Smallville went on for many more years. Guys, oh, crap. That might have cost me. That might have cost me. Yeah, that might... I have a continue. I have a continue. I'm going to do it. We're going to get to that level. We're going to do it. Let me check on here. Hold on. I can check on this after I do this because all I got to do is go up and wait. This is a beautiful level right here. I hate, though, that all I have to do is that. That's all I got to do. I just sit up there. Oh, wait. 2 hours. Oh my goodness, guys. That's a long live stream. I was planning on only doing about an hour. I'm lost here. You guys are talking about some game. I don't know what you're talking about. I loved watching Lois and Clark. I would tune in every Sunday to watch it. Sunday. I feel like it was a weekday for me, like Wednesday. How would you rank all the Superman movies? Oh man, I can't do that while I'm playing a game. I can't do that while I'm playing a game. I would say 4 would probably be at the bottom. 4 would probably be at the bottom. But what would be at the top? I don't know. I'm not sure. I got that. Man, guys, I'm getting these moves better. I'm remembering. That's the way you had to play these old NES games. You basically just like remembered what to do. It wasn't about being good. It was about remembering, oh yeah, this comes up here, that comes up there. Let's see. Gotham Knights is an alternate universe game set in the Nightverse. Something happens to Batman, so you follow Nightwing, Robin, Batgirl, and Red Hood. Oh, that sounds cool. Granddaddy, are you still eating? Were yours the one that said you were eating when you came in? Let's see. When my fellow knight. Okay, y'all are all nerding out. For me, it's 2025 is the best one. Man, Superman the movie is the second for me. I can't decide. I mean, there's things like there's stuff I didn't like about the new movie. There's stuff I didn't like about Christopher Reeves. You know, there's stuff I didn't like about all of them. It's a little difficult because there is some recency bias in my head. A fresh new Superman movie, you know. It was kind of that way with Man of Steel too. See if I can get through here without getting hurt. Nope. I cannot. Guys, I want so... Oh, my gosh. Oh, man, I'm doing terrible. I just lost, like, 6 health over nothing. Okay, this is a hard part. Got it. Did it good. Okay. Made up for the lost health. You should do a Superman movie and TV show tier list. Yeah, I reacted to one that not a video, but a list I found online. It was ridiculous. Did y'all see that video? I reacted to one where they ranked 17 different Superman movies. And I was like, some of these aren't even Superman movies. You know what I mean? Like they had Supergirl in there and the ranking was insane. I kind of feel like they just, Hey, Kenneth Johnson, thanks for subscribing. I feel like I knew a Kenneth Johnson once. Maybe it was Jones. But we should definitely make a Superman game like Spider-Man. Yeah, the PS2. Even though it's a little dull nowadays, the PS2 when Spider-Man, was it Spider-Man 2 that came out on the PS2? That game, I wanted so bad a Superman game like that because they missed this in games. Us hardcore superhero fans, we want to save people. We want to go along and save people. And you got to do that in Spider-Man. Superman Returns did that, but it was very repetitive. Oh, crap. I think I can afford to die once. Dang it. Crap. Yes, I can afford to die once. Okay. I think we're almost home free, guys. You're about to see that level I've been wanting all night to take you to. But before I do that, I'm going to pause and read your comments. Let's see. The way they take out the league one by one. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm so behind on what you're talking about. Let me guess. Variety. Superman 2025 is good, but it's not a perfect movie, and it's okay to admit that. Yeah, it's a solid 8.5 out of 10. Y'all saw my review, and if you did, you can go and watch specifically why I gave it this rating, but I gave it an 8.2. I was struggling between 7.8 and 8.5. So I just kind of split the difference because there were things about it that brought it to me down to 7.8 and things about it to me brought it up to an 8.5. So I just kind of split the difference on that. Michael says, Kryptonite Korner, do you think Connor Kent Superboy will appear in James Gunn's DCU? We were talking about that a lot. I want to see the 90s Superboy. That's what I want to see, the 1990s Superboy. But it could probably be Connor if he does come up. You know, we've already got one clone out there. You know what I mean? The problem is DC only wants to make Batman content these days. They think it's the Batman verse. Yeah, that's been a thing for a while. That's why the Batman animated series went on for how long? How long was it? And the Superman one had 3 seasons? You know what I'm saying? Do you think we will get a live-action Super Sons with the sons of Superman and Batman? Unless there's been talks about it? No. No. Unless there's been talks about it, I don't think that we will. It'd be cool, though, if you had them, like, 10 years old and stuff. That'd be cool. Okay, guys, here's this level I've been working on to get to all night. We're about to get to it. Unless I remembered it out of order. Here it goes. It's really freaking hard. You can't touch anything. After this level, I'm dead, aren't I? Oh my gosh, I'm dead. That's it. That was what I wanted y'all to see. If I beat that, I would have faced Lex Luthor. Yeah, I would have faced Lex Luthor if I beat that. 90s Superboy with Korner is this character instead. Hybrid? Yeah, hybrid would be cool. Really, I'm just looking for the attitude, the character of the 90s Superboy, and the outfit, like to the T outfit. If he's not a clone, I don't care. If he's like from another universe or he's, you know, I don't care. I was happy that Superman's sons in the live-action Superman and Lois series had uniforms that looked like a lot like the 90s clone Superboy. I didn't actually take any of that in when I read it. I'm getting tired. Let me read it again. I was happy that Superman's sons in the live-action Superman and Lois had uniforms that look... So I didn't get to the 4th season yet. I watched it every season. The 4th one came. I was too busy. I was busy trying to learn to do YouTube. And then I started this channel and started getting to where I had more time for Superman stuff again, but I still haven't gotten back into that. What are you playing this on? Nestopia. They only wore the suits in the final season. Nestopia is an emulator. And since this is not an official game, I feel comfortable saying that. Reign of the Superman is my favorite storyline. Yeah, then you know what? I should play that Sega Genesis Death and Return of Superman because you get to be Superman, Cyborg, you get to be Superboy, you get to be Steel, Eradicator. And I'll do that next time. All right, guys. It has been a ton of fun. I am so glad that you all joined me for this. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out my Amazon store. If you're going to buy Superman stuff, check it out and see if I got it there first. It doesn't cost you any extra money. It just helps to support the channel. I want to be doing this full time. I love talking to you guys. I love doing Superman stuff. Cyborg and Superman. Yeah, not Cyborg, the Justice League Cyborg, but Cyborg, the Death and Return of Superman storyline. Cyborg, you know, half Superman, half robot. Cyborg. Yes, Cyborg is in that game. Don't forget to message Gunn and let him know we want Power Girl. Sydney Sweeney, Power Girl. I remember. Don't worry, Granddaddy. I remember. Take care, Kryptonite Corner. See you later, Win. You mean Hank. Yes, Hank Henshaw. Yes, you know. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you know. Super Babes 2029. That's what they should call it. That's the name. Now you got something to tell James Gunn right there. I think he'd go for that. All right, see ya. Bye, guys. I'm about to end this stream, about to hit this end button. Have no idea how long it takes to end, so goodbye. Are you sure it'll stop immediately? Yes, end it. Gosh.